Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ExpertGate's exclusive interview series. My name is John, and today we are here to showcase leaders who's brought waves in education, sustainability, and healthcare innovation. Today, we're thrilled to introduce Nadia Tekkal, a public health expert with over a decade of experience in healthcare systems management, health infrastructure, and policy development in low and middle income countries. With a Masters of Public Health from the University of London and hands on experience managing transformative health projects across Africa, Asia, and Europe, Nadia has consistently demonstrated a commitment to improving global health outcomes. Nadia, thank you so much for joining with us today. To kick things off, could you share a brief overview of your professional journey and tell us what inspired you to specialize in your field?
Thank you, John. Thanks for having me today, and thanks for the opportunity to join the ExpertGate community. Um, I am deeply committed to improving health outcomes globally, as you mentioned, and my motivation to be involved in this field stems from the belief that good health is a fundamental human right. I have had over the years the opportunity to live and work in diverse settings in diverse countries, including resource-limited settings. And what has struck me is both the resilience of communities, but also the disparities in healthcare access that you can find across the world. And this has been my main motivation for specializing in the public health field and focusing my efforts in improving and strengthening health systems worldwide. This has been, as you mentioned, a very diverse range of experiences. Has brought me a very diverse range of experiences, from contributing to public-private partnerships in health, to health strengthening programs, to corporate wellness programs, and as well as health infrastructure development projects, where I have been providing advisory services in a consulting capacity for over 10 years. I've also been involved with a multitude of clients, ranging from governments, non-governmental organizations, and private sector actors. And I believe that this multi-sectoral collaboration is key to addressing public health challenges, both today and in the future. And that's what I really, I would say, specialize in, is bringing these different actors together to co-create impactful solutions and continue improving global health outcomes globally.
Well, thank you, Nadia, for sharing your inspiring journey. I mean, your global impact and passion for innovative healthcare solutions are truly remarkable. And as you so wonderfully put it, good health is human right, right? Now, let's delve deeper into your work, your vision for the future. You've led significant infrastructure projects in regions like Africa and Asia, and focusing really on the systems, strengthening and sustainable impact. Now, what types of projects or collaborations are you most excited to explore through ExpertGate?
Yes, I'm excited to contribute to projects that aim to advance global health outcomes, and I'm looking for projects that are aiming to develop evidence-informed solutions. And my particular interests lie in improving the resilience of health systems, especially in light of current challenges that are linked to, for example, climate change. I'm looking also to contributing to projects that are bridging the gap between planetary health and global health. And also at public-private partnerships in health. And yes, as I mentioned, as I believe that this is the key to developing innovative solutions that are going to enable us to address current and emerging challenges in global health. Yes, that these are the projects that I would be, of course, very happy to contribute to, but I do have expertise, as you mentioned, in health infrastructure development and workplace programs, and so I'm also happy to provide my assistance in any of those projects as well.
Lovely, lovely. So Nadia, now you mentioned your work. Look, it's touched the lives of many communities, especially in these kind of underserved areas. Now, how do you see your expertise contributing to creating a positive social impact, particularly with the industries or the communities that you engage with?
Yes, well, as you mentioned, John, the work that I do is inherently linked to creating a positive social impact, particularly for underserved communities. And, over the years, I've been privileged to contribute to a number of projects that have led to meaningful change. I have seen firsthand the impact of such projects. For example, I've been involved in the development of new healthcare infrastructure, new hospitals in sub-Saharan African countries, which have led to improved access to health services and which have led to, as a result, improved health outcomes. I believe that, again, to create a positive social impact, we need to look at holistic approaches. We need to look at systemic change, which is why integrating different interventions to strengthen health systems, including policy development, including strengthening human resources for health, including strengthening health service delivery capacity, intersecting with all these different approaches will lead to better impact for the communities. And in that sense, my values align closely with those of ExpertGate, because I believe that it is your mission to bring this intersectoral collaboration and effect systemic change. So yeah, I see this as an opportunity to continue contributing to initiatives that uplift communities and that continue to create equitable access to care and lead to better health outcomes.
Oh, lovely. Very well put, Nadia. I mean, look, at ExpertGate now, we dedicate 50% of all of our profits to developing curricula and teaching initiatives centered around Industry 5.0, which really benefits these underprivileged communities globally. Now, earlier you were touching upon systemic change and how that's critical moving forward. Now, how do you think we can enhance these efforts, and what roles can universities and industry really play in maximizing their impact?
Yeah, well, first of all, I really commend the mission of ExpertGate and this dedication to helping communities and developing teaching initiatives. It's really commendable. It's a very good question, and to be honest, I had to think about it for a really long time because I wasn't too sure. There's many ways you could go about it, obviously, but I think in my view, there are three key strategies that could be implemented to support these efforts. The first one would be to develop context-specific curricula that look at the needs of the underprivileged communities and how these can be developed to really align with these needs and to support the local stakeholders in developing solutions that are relevant to their needs. So I think that's the number one. Number two would be, as I mentioned before, this is one that's close to my heart. It's really strengthening public-private partnerships, partnering with industries and to provide practical, hands-on opportunities for students to train and apply the knowledge that they would have acquired to real-world situations. And, industries do have resources that they can put towards contributing to sponsoring scholarships, internships, of funding technologies to support these communities and to support their education. And the third strategy would be, and this is very much in line with the second one, strengthening industry, university collaboration, which is very much what ExpertGate is trying to do. So yeah, just continuing on these efforts to align research with industry needs, to offer mentorship programs and co-develop courses with industry actors to ensure that we equip these students with the skills that they need to come up with innovative solutions that will respond to challenges that we face.
Yeah, so I mean that whole piece on bridging academia and industry, and that's our mission directly. And this in the public and private sector and collaborating together for moving forward as one. That's so critical these days. It's like you mentioned, it's why we started ExpertGate, and it's our whole mission. Now, as the world transitions into 5.0, Nadia, how do you envision this revolution shaping the future of higher education, and particularly in preparing students for a human-centered AI-driven workforce?
Yes, that's a very important point, John. I think that, and I'm happy to see that this is already happening. We need to rethink the way education is being provided. We need to go beyond the traditional subject silos. We need to integrate academic knowledge with technological skills. And I'm happy to report as a parent that I see that happening already with my primary age, school age child. So it is, this transformation is underway, but we need to continue supporting it. And we need to equip students with the right skills to to emphasize the collaboration between humans and machines, especially, for example, when it comes to critical thinking, to ethics, and with AI, it's a big issue to make sure that we are using the technology in the best way. And yes, to offer opportunities for experiential learning, hands-on experience, as I mentioned earlier, making sure that we bridge the gap between theory and practice by offering opportunities for students to apply their knowledge and the technology as well to respond to real-life challenges.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, AI is such a beast in itself, right? It's so critical and very very well put to manage the ethics behind it, and critical thinking now so more important than ever. And really at the end of the day, have AI not so much as a replacement, but a tool so that we can utilize to bridge that gap between theory and real world applications for for your learning and experience and everything. Now, Nadia, it's been an honor to hear your insights today. Your dedication to advancing public health and driving meaningful impact is truly very inspiring. Now, to our audience, thank you so much for tuning in to this enlightening conversation. Stay connected for more discussions with global thought leaders like Nadia. To learn more about Nadia's impactful work and ExpertGate's initiatives, visit expertgate.org. At ExpertGate, for everyone, everywhere.